Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This reading is for anyone with Gemini placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Chiron. Gemini, if you haven't subscribed and this video resonates, I would invite you to do so. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So welcome to anyone who is new to the channel. We're going to do a you and them spread. You and your person of interest. This is a love reading. All right, you have clarity and happiness on your side. You have finding and fertility on your person's side, and prosperity is at the bottom. So a lot of very positive energy between you and your person of interest this week. I see a lot of butterflies both on your side and their side, so there's big changes happening here for both of these individuals. We're going to see how you're showing up first, and then your person. Ooh, more air energy, Gemini. You have the moth and the turtle. So you're slowly getting clarity when it comes to your romantic outlook. You're slowly adapting to change. You're very drawn to this person, or they're very drawn to you. We're going to pull more tarot in a minute to get clarification on this. Show me Gemini's person. Okay, they're showing up also with air energy, nightingale. And zebra. Okay, so your person is also going through some type of spiritual transformation. Your person is definitely a very positive, they have a lot of positive thoughts around you and the excitement of having found you. There's the phoenix at the bottom, rising from the ashes. So either you or your person, Gemini, have gone through a deep transformation, like a soul evolution, like from the ground up. I think there's been a big transformation here for one of you. Maybe even for both of you, but this person is definitely very excited. It seems like it's something kind of new, kind of fresh for the both of you. They get excited when they hear songs that remind them of you. They're feeling very fortunate to have the opportunity to get to know you. Okay, you're coming out as somewhat mysterious in this person's eyes. They still don't know everything about you. You may be keeping things to yourself. You may be slowly opening up to this person. We have death and power in reverse here. So, and then instinct. So your instincts are leading you to this person. Your intuition has led you to this person. It's almost like you've manifested each other. And in the past, you're slowly getting over a relationship that made you feel somewhat powerless, somewhat defensive, somewhat unable to affect change. Okay, so you're coming out of a connection that made you feel like you were stuck in some way, or like it wasn't progressing. And now you're being drawn to this new person, or they're being drawn to you. And it's all happening very naturally, very instinctually. Like the body, the physical aspects of each other are what's drawing you in. And yes, this is just confirmation for me as the reader that you guys are co-creating at this time, that the transformation in this union is happening simultaneously on both sides. You have Cancer energy coming through as well. So your person could have air or water placements. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. I heard Scorpio, and it could be Libra. All right. Let's get the overall energy of the connection. Imagine, but it came out in reverse. A leg up and then breathe. This is going to feel like, this new connection with this person that you're drawing in or manifesting, Gemini, is going to feel like a breath of fresh air. Uplifting, supportive, almost like you couldn't have imagined it being this way. Like, imagine is in reverse. It's like after what you just experienced, it's like a night to day shift that's happening when this new person enters your experience. Yep, at the bottom we have new life. So it's almost like a breath of fresh air, a renewal is coming in, a shift in your romantic experience. A very big, unique shift. We have the yin on your person's side. We have come to the edge. Wow, so I pick up here that you're finally meeting a person who is willing to be vulnerable, who's willing to be in their feminine energy. And that doesn't matter what their gender is, but they're willing to be vulnerable, willing to be open, willing to be kind, caring, compassionate, willing to take a risk, willing to put themselves out there. They're aligned with their higher self. We get by the book with the number 11. The number 11 came out twice when I was starting your reading as well. It came out, fork in the road. This person is allowing their higher self, their intuition, or a higher power to guide their actions. And because of that, they don't really fear making mistakes. They're very open. They go with the flow, okay? They're not seduced by things that seem to be what they're not, okay? Yang energy also here. This person is flexible between their yin and yang energy. They are a complete and whole person. They do a lot of introspection. They do a lot of self-work. They've done a lot of healing. So you're entering a connection with someone, you know, who's done with all the darkness, who's transformed, who's done the same work you've done, Gemini. Okay, so this is a highly intuitive person. This is somebody who's highly evolved. And I think you're finally resonating with somebody who's at your level of spiritual evolution. And it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air, like literally a brand new experience you've never felt before. I heard it's so easy, like you just can't believe it. Like it's so easy. Like how can this be so easy? So it feels like ease. It feels like satisfaction. It feels like peace. And it almost feels better than you could have imagined when you enter into a connection with this person. What does Gemini need to know? Yeah, look, so you got relief with the number 12. Relief in partnership and support. You're going to be supported. This person is a collaborator. Soulmate, they're going to be on the same page as you almost instantly or most of the time. It's going to be like synchronized to a point where you're not even going to have to debate or fight for things. You guys are both transmuting or have transmuted energy in the past. You don't get stuck in thoughts. You know how to set up healthy boundaries. You each have learned the key to success is being patient, giving the other person time and space, having healthy boundaries, working on yourself when you identify issues, shadow work that needs to be resolved. That is the key when both partners are working on themselves and then come together and know their boundaries, know their limitations, and respect those of their partner, okay? So this time will be different is what I'm getting for you. This time will definitely be different, and you're going to have trouble believing it while you see it play out. How are they showing up? You've done some work on your self-worth, Gemini. You've learned to value yourself. You've learned to respect yourself. You've learned to demand what it is that you deserve, even if that requires an ending, even if you can't get the other person to move or to respect your power, then you respect yourself enough to walk away. So you've learned that lesson. Okay, you've made promises to yourself. And this person's lesson is that they've been learning to listen to their guidance system, to listen to their intuition, to listen to the universe and the nudges that they receive, to transmute the ups and downs that they live through by understanding what the purpose of each of those experiences was and learning the lessons that are valuable to keep moving forward. This person is very good at making choices that are in alignment with their desires and with their true self, because they've learned to balance the dark and light aspects of their personality. The warrior, this is somebody who is willing to fight for what they want and what they believe in. They're very courageous. They don't back down from opposition or obstacles. They've been wounded before, but they've repaired themselves and they're ready for more. Okay, and you're coming out here as very mysterious, as the high priestess of water, a very nurturing person, deep down, deep down, I heard, Gemini, but in the outside, you've got your shields up. Okay, you're still kind of dealing with the results of an ending here. And while you're still open to exploring new options, you may be taking a bit of time. It may be complicated for you to open up immediately or as quickly as this person. This person's showing up very ready to go, very open, very willing to move things forward quickly. And I think you're going to be a little more guarded when you approach this new connection. Okay, let's get more detail with the tarot. Okay, you're exploring your options at this time. 7 of Cups. You're looking beneath the surface as you're exploring your options and making sure you don't wear rose-colored glasses as you approach new connections this time. You're learning to be more objective, less seduced by the external qualities that you're usually drawn to. Now that you've identified what your weaknesses are, you're wanting to take the right actions when it comes to new romantic connections. You don't want to start and stop and have things fail. You want to invest in the right opportunities, and so you're willing to take more time to get to know someone up front rather than invest your heart before you know things that are deeper than surface level. You're realizing that you have to be proactive in identifying when there are red flags and being selective. Yep, you're definitely being more selective. You're trying to identify and dig up the things that have caused endings in the past or failures in relationships, but up front. So you're almost like approaching relationships in a very fearless manner, in a very serious manner, like, no, I'm going to do this the right way. I'm not afraid of offending someone or triggering someone with my questions. I'm going to go ahead and ask the things that are important to me. And if that's a turnoff to someone, or if they're too, emotionally immature to handle it, then that's good to know. Like, that's fine. I'd rather things, end quickly than after I've invested my heart and, gotten my hopes up for things to work out. Okay, so you're really taking a different, unique approach to dating at this time, one that you haven't taken in the past, Gemini. And you're able to do this because of all the healing you've done and all the strength that you've mustered after this last ending that was quite impactful on you. All right, let's see. What does Gemini need to know about the person they're connecting with? You've become too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turnoff. You may have dealt with someone recently who couldn't handle who you really are. You were honest, open with them, and they couldn't handle the real you. We are living two separate lives. So definitely this energy relates to the ending that you just recently had. There are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I explode. You may have been dealing with somebody who's like very salty about you walking away from them. Somebody who made you feel like they didn't respect your boundaries or they wouldn't adapt to what your needs were. And then when you left, they felt angry. Like, I think they realized that the only reason things ended is because they weren't able to handle the relationship properly. They weren't able to step up to meet the expectations of the connection. But they do have soft moments, okay? They do have soft moments where they think of you and they realize, like, damn, I probably missed out on a really good opportunity with Gemini. I am distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. I feel you even though we are apart. So all of this is energy coming through from your past person who is clearly regretting this ending that took place. All right, but we want to hear from the new person, from your love interest. So let's pull some additional cards from a different deck. Because your person took over, your past person took over that deck. So let's try the new person. Okay. Connecting to energy for Gemini's new person. What do they need to know about their new person, their new love interest? Flighty, this person in the past has had a lot of anxiety when it comes to settling down, picking just one person, finding the one. New person, energy for the new person. What does Gemini need to know? Soulmate, that came out earlier as well. So this may be a twin flame connection. You guys may have a specific soul contract in this lifetime that needs to be met, accomplished, fulfilled. New person. New person. Okay. They will never compare to you is in reverse, and then empty cup is in reverse. So, like I said, this person has gone through some soul evolution. This person has gone through some growth. In the past, they've had trouble with commitment. They've had trouble picking a single person to be monogamous with. And part of the reason is because they never felt like they had an emotional support system within their connection. And they were stuck on an ex that hurt them. And so that's all in the reverse position, meaning this person has done some serious healing. Now the fear of commitment is still in the upright. So they're not fully there. They're not fully over all the wounds that they've experienced. And in the beginning, they had 2 butterflies and you had 1. So it's almost like they've had to come a long way just to get to where they are. But they still have a long way to go in a way. Like, I think your progress, you're in a healthier place somewhat, but you guys are right there. So if one person is here, the other one is like right here. So it's not that you're too far apart vibrationally, but you guys should be aware that this person still has some conflicting feelings when it comes to settling down. What else? New person. New person. Okay. Facing it. Childish. So they know, they've done a self-assessment. They know how they behaved in the past was not proper, was not correct, was not fair to those people that they didn't treat seriously. Okay. This is somebody who definitely feels some guilt and realizes that they were immature in the way that they handled relationships in the past. They understand that they've kind of led people on, led them to believe that they were more serious than they actually were in the past. I should have fought for you. This person definitely still feels the pains of a past relationship that did not go the way they thought it would go. Tell me about the new person and Gemini. Okay, that was a lot of cards, but let's see. Reaching, this person may feel like reaching out. This person may have already reached out to you, Gemini. They are trying to get to a place where they don't feel fear or difficulty when approaching commitment. Okay, you have blind spots. Caught up in the whirlwind, you can't see what's really going on. Ask a trusted friend for advice. Whatever happened with this past person has really affected the person you're connecting with. And it's what led to them to be untrusting when it comes to committing. Like they may have been betrayed in a relationship or by a person that they truly trusted. So now every time they try to reach that point of trusting a partner, becoming exclusive, they get triggered. And it used to happen subconsciously, but now they're taking responsibility and owning up for what they've done and how they've behaved because of this in the past. So they've done that shadow work. They definitely feel guilty for their actions in the past. They definitely feel guilty for how they treated certain people after the person that hurt them. They're definitely recognizing the role that they played, and they're trying to come to a place where they don't do that any longer. Okay, one more. I've been watching your socials and admiring your pictures. So yeah, so like I said, this is probably a very new connection. If you guys have already connected, like on an app, or if you met through friends or whatnot, this person is probably on your social media, has been watching your socials, has been watching your pictures almost from afar. They still have problems opening up, expressing how they feel, and being vulnerable. So you may not know how invested or interested they are. But they're definitely, I'm picking up that they're definitely very invested and interested in moving forward. And they're very self-critical of how they've behaved them in the past. So they're trying to approach this in a better way this time. Let's get your guidance. What is the guidance? Yep, that's confirmation that this is new love for the majority of you connecting today. This is a brand new connection. Make the effort. So you are going to open up to this person, most likely, Gemini. You are going to give them a shot. But I do get that you're going to be in defensive energy. You're protective of yourself right now. You're like, I'm not taking any more BS. I'm not making excuses for anyone and their behavior. I'm going to call things out up front as I see them. Okay? And then you get reconciliation and soulmate. That's the third time you've had soulmate in your reading. So this is definitely a soulmate connection. You guys definitely have some type of soul contract together. With reconciliation, for some of you, this could be a person you've already had romantic feelings for in the past. Perhaps somebody who you've had a connection with in the past, either this lifetime or a past lifetime. But right now, they're entering your life as a brand new love interest, okay? So whether you know them or not, or you knew them or not in the past, this connection is brand new. The romance between you and this person is brand new. Okay? And then at the bottom, we have love yourself first. So both of you had to learn to love yourselves in different ways. You had to learn how to respect yourself and create healthy boundaries that you stick to, that you don't let people cross. And they had to learn how to respect others and realize the role they were playing in the hurt and pain they were causing as they were trying to protect their own wounds and prevent themselves from being fully vulnerable. All right, and then this could be the one, and getting to know each other. So definitely a brand new romantic connection here for both of you. And this could be the one. This could be somebody that you at least spend a long time with in the future, Gemini. So definitely explore it, have fun, and I hope this resonated for you. Please drop a heart in the comments to support the channel, or give the video a like if you have a quick moment. That really helps me out. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care.